What's up guys, back with another video, and today is finally the day that I get to go pick up my car. So the body shop has finally finished it up. I'll get into that later, why it took so long and what was going on. But before we can pick it up, we need to go ahead and clean this thing out, get all my stuff out of it, fill it back up with gas so it can be dropped off. And then once we do that, we should be able to head over there and grab my car. Hopefully there's nothing wrong with it. If so, I'm gonna have to point everything out because it already took forever. So I just wanna make sure it's squared away and my car is good to go. So I'm gonna be inspecting it, making sure everything is good to go. But before we get started, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and smash that notification bell, and we'll get right into it. All right, so first things first, I got some stuff in the trunk, so let me go ahead and pop the trunk open. Looks like all I got is some shoes, so that should be good. That's not mine, so we'll leave that there. Now, I don't think I have too much inside the car, so we'll just make sure, get all the important stuff out. Let's see, water bottle, garage opener, keys, charger, mask, whatever that is. All right, that's good. Got some change in there. That's good. Close that bad boy up. Probably need to wipe all this down. Got some straw wrappers we need to get rid of. Go and grab this little charger adapter. Charger. Some change. Looks like one of Alex's little necklaces over there. Close that bad boy back. So now all I really need to do is take all this stuff in the house, vacuum because this thing's got a lot of dirt in it, and then get that little necklace, and then that should be about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this stuff inside, vacuum the car out, and then try to get on the road. So I will catch up with you guys when I finish. All right guys, so finally finished up cleaning out the car. Go ahead and show you what she's looking like. Carpet's clean, everything's clean. There's some water because the doors were open, but everything is clean now. Got all my stuff out, so now we just need to go get some coffee, go get the car, inspect it, make sure everything's good, and then hopefully we can get some good driving clips in today and go take her around the town. So stay tuned and we should have the S5 back shortly. All right guys, so we just got just stopped by Dutch Bros, got a couple of drinks. I got the iced Daydream extra sweet. Alex got her little concoction.
It's an iced white chocolate annihilator, extra shot, caramels around the cup, and cinnamon sprinkles on top. Really good.
But anyway, we just arrived to the collision shop, so I'm gonna run in here, see if my car's ready, and inspect this thing because I don't want any issues, no problems. So once I get the car outside, I'll go ahead and start filming and show you guys. But yeah, stay tuned. So just got the car back. Not quite the update that I wanted to give. So right off the bat, they pulled it around. I noticed that my front lip, you guys saw me put that on. That's cracked. They still got this hook in there, so hopefully the actual piece to cover that is in the car. That's not all. Let's just walk around here. Let's just see what's going on. Open the door. Headliner's freaking hanging. The seat's all screwed up, all this crap in it. Supposedly they detailed it. Still got all this stuff from my hood hanging off. Got my seat still laid down. I'm like, dude, what were you guys doing? Like, I dropped this car off January 4th, so it's been over 3 months. This car should have came back pristine. Like, I don't know what is going on, but yeah, I'm about to go back in there and talk to them and see what's going on here. But yeah, this is definitely not acceptable. They supposedly detailed this thing, but I just peeled off a piece of tape. You can see the residue there. There's more tape, more tape. So yeah, I don't believe they detailed this. I'm not gonna quite say their name yet, but I would not recommend coming over here. Then if you look at my fender where I actually got hit, it's still pressed in, so it's not fully pulled out. Come over here, it's completely flush. So yeah, this is absolutely ridiculous. Just finished dealing with the collision shop, so I'll just give you the basic rundown. So as you guys saw, it was a while ago. Back on January 4th, I ended up dropping my car off. So I made that video basically saying that I got hit and that we're about to go drop the car off and whatnot. So while the car was there at the collision shop, they were working on it, and apparently the battery ended up dying, which somehow caused the control module to go out, which basically they couldn't start the car or move it or anything. So they basically weren't working on the car because they couldn't move it without pushing it, and it's a pretty heavy car, so they were like, yeah, we don't want to work on it without moving it. So they were waiting on the insurance company to figure something out. So they had it towed to the shop, they diagnosed it, basically found out that it was a control module. Then they basically had it sitting there for a while. All right, guys, so I definitely did not realize that the camera stopped recording. I ran out of storage. So I'm basically gonna finish up what I was saying earlier. So yeah, they let the battery die, the control module went out. At that point, they couldn't move the car or whatever, so they didn't really want to work on it. They were waiting to hear back from insurance. So basically, I was like, insurance probably isn't going to take care of it because this didn't happen from the wreck. The car was running and driving when it came in, and then it ended up dying under their control. So I kind of had a feeling that insurance wasn't going to pay for it. So yeah, they tried to make me pay for it. They called me and they were like, yeah, the control module's out. We had it diagnosed and it'll be like $500 and something. And I was like, there's just no way I'm going to pay for that when I brought the car in to you guys running and driving fine. Which the guy that I'm talking to, he actually said that they probably tried to jump it backwards and kill the control module, so it would have been on their fault anyway. But yeah, so they were going back and forth with insurance, trying to make them pay for it. Insurance ended up telling them that they needed to tow it back to the shop, finish the repairs, and then they would go from there. So they did that, had it brought back, they finished the repairs, and then insurance called me one day and they're like, yeah, so we did our investigation and this was not caused by the wreck, so we're not going to be taking care of it. We'll pay for you to get the car towed wherever you want so they can diagnose it and get it fixed for you. But yeah, we're not going to take care of it. And I was like, yeah, definitely understand. I don't expect you guys to pay for it because it didn't happen from the wreck and this was not caused by you guys. So they basically finished their end and took care of everything. From that point on, it was just the collision shop that needed to get everything taken care of. So they had it towed over to Audi. Audi did another diagnosis and basically found the same thing, that the control module was out. So I ended up talking to Boss Man and they figured that they were going to take care of it. They went ahead and got it ordered. Took like a month for it to get here since it had to come from Germany. It took a super long time. So they came in, and then after that, Audi called the collision shop. They were like, probably want to get the battery replaced. So they called me and they were like, yeah, Audi recommends getting the battery replaced. Do you want to do that or what? And I was like, well, how much is it going to cost? They didn't know. So I called Audi. They were like, yeah, it's going to be like $380. So I was like, okay, I'm not paying for that either. Cause once again, the car was running and driving. My stuff was fine when I brought it in. So talked to Boss Man, they ended up getting the battery ordered, got that installed. After that, basically the car was ready from a running and driving point of view. A couple days later, I ended up getting a call from the collision shop saying, yeah, your car's ready to come pick it up. And that's when I went to go pick the car up. So either you saw that earlier, or I'm gonna put it right here. But yeah, I went to pick the car up. It was in way worse condition than when I brought it in, even though it had been hit before I brought it in. The front lip was cracked. They had lost the piece that covers up the tow hook. The actual quarter panel that was actually damaged wasn't even pulled all the way out. Headliner was down. Looks like they let it like rain or snow in my car or something, because all that gunk in there does not look like anything that would come from working on it. Definitely looks like they let some kind of condensation get in there and it kind of crusted up. They had my seat down, all my engine covers and compartments and stuff just thrown in the back. All the stuff that was in my trunk tossed around, thrown around, and then they had like scuffs all over my back seat, which I didn't even point those out, but I didn't notice it at the time. So after I looked at the car, I went to Audi because I was gonna try to find out who picked up my car because there was extra miles on it. Because I took a picture of my miles before I dropped it off. I pay attention because I know how shops are. So took a picture of my miles. There's 7 extra miles on there, which that's not too crazy. I feel like that's just about the distance between Audi and the collision shop. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I don't really care too much. But yeah, I went to Audi to see who picked up my car because like front lip was cracked. They didn't really have anything that had like this signature of whoever signed to pick it up, but I couldn't really read the signatures. I don't even know. I just couldn't read it. So I couldn't find it out from then. So after I went to Audi, I started driving back and I called the collision shop again. And I was like, yeah, can I speak to your boss? Like, because because I've been speaking to the adjuster and they're not the best. Basically, they're the ones that try to make me pay for everything, and their customer service just isn't up to par. So I called and I was like, yeah, can I speak to your boss? And they were like, no, I can leave a message so he can call you back. And I was like, no, can I get their number? Because I don't trust that you're gonna, give them a message or that they're gonna give me a call. So they're like, no, I'll have them call you. And I was like, okay, cool. So I was driving back. I passed the shop and I was like, let me stop and get gas. And if they don't call me by the time I get gas and head back, then I'm showing up. So got gas, still didn't get a call, so I showed back up. That's when I went in there, was greeted by the same old adjuster. I walked in and they were like, yeah, he's still in the meeting. He's with the customer, but you can wait if you want. And I was like, all right, cool, I'll wait. So I sat there, waited, and I should have recorded this next part of the conversation, but since I sat there and waited, I stopped the recording and I forgot to pick it back up. But after that, went and looked at the car, and there was actually another chunk out of my front lip. So in the time that I left, went to Audi and came back, they had smashed my front lip again. So in the same spot on the other side, there's another crack. It's gone. I don't know what they're doing. I feel like they probably burnt up my clutch too, so that's gonna be fun. But went out there with Boss Man, was showing him all the damage and whatnot, the headliner, everything. And basically he was like, yeah, normally for a 2008, if the headliner was falling like that, I would just tell him that it came in like that. And I was like, this is just regular business. And this is like, I was talking to the shop manager before. This is the shop manager's boss. So this is like, I think he's right below the owner or whatever. And he was saying that. So I'm like, they do not do good business. Definitely not going to bring any cars back here. Yeah, he was basically saying for a typical 2008, he would have been like, no, it came in like that. He was like, but for this one, it's well taken care of. He's like, this is not 2008. He's like, I'm not going to do that to you. And I was like, yeah, you shouldn't do that to anyone, but I'm glad you're going to take care of mine. So I basically pointed out all the issues because they messed up my hood strut. They messed up front lip. They're ordering a new one of those. They're going to touch up paint on my front bumper, fix the damage that should have been originally fixed, and then really button up any other things that they messed up, and then get me my car back. So yeah, definitely not a good experience with this shop. I would not recommend. I'm not going to say their name now. I might drop it when I actually get my car back and make sure everything's squared away. Yeah, definitely not a good experience. Not how I wanted to go pick up my car, but first world problems. Everything will be all right. I'll get the car back. Hopefully I should get it back actually this Thursday. So by the time you see this video, I could be picking it up that day, or we'll just have to see when I get this uploaded. But definitely not happy with the results and how they tried to return my car. They definitely called me and said like, hey, yeah, your car is ready, come pick it up. There's no way that after 3 months my car should have been looking like that. That had to pass multiple people, so I just don't get it. So they're ordering me a new front lip, so we'll get that installed when I get it back, and then we can proceed with the channel as usual and start getting back to the usual flow. But with that being said, stay tuned. I definitely have a lot of stuff coming for you guys as soon as I get the car back. Still need to get the test pipes installed. I told you that there's a carbon fiber piece that's going to be coming that I need to get installed on there, and a few other things need to get her tuned and all that fun stuff. Might be getting a new clutch because I feel like they probably burnt that bad boy up. Yeah, with that being said, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and smash that notification bell, and I will see you in the next one.